And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we're going to play an Urban World by Mapper. This is game number 6, video number 6. Not going to waste too much time in the intro here. Just going to get right into the 2-minute no-move challenge. The play-along link will be in the description below, and let's get into it. Video number 6, we are in the United States, what it looks like here. Yes, it is, 972, Skidaddy, e-scooters. Ooh, what city is this? Comerica. If I'm thinking Comerica's in Detroit, Santander. No, this is definitely not Detroit with the cactus. Central Service Center, Young, and St. Paul. Okay, so we've got Town Place, we've got Platinum, Comerica. I was thinking Comerica Park, which is in Detroit. 972 feels like it's Texas to me. I believe, could be wrong on this. Clean City. Young at St. Paul, maybe this is Dallas. This could be Fort Worth too. Don't know if I have enough time on this, but let's go with Fort Worth instead of Dallas. Okay. Got to stick with my initial instinct here. I was right there. Probably got to got it. It's right there, Young and St. Paul. It was right by here. Should stick with Dallas. Instead, I decided to drop it in Fort Worth. Why? I don't know. 31 miles, 4,825 points. A little rusty. Been out of playing this GeoGuessr for 3 days now, 4 days. So it's been a little while. Okay, we'll let's do better. Okay, so AD, Andorra, right? This is where we got to be. Spanish, we're right there in the street, in the city center. Motos. There's the car there. Finally see a Google car in Andorra. We've got Spa Restaurant, Rocco de Josep. Not much on the streets, but we will go to Andorra, probably Andorra La Vella. Let's just go down here and look. Okay, so we're looking south. Okay. Not sure that this is it. We could be in a different part of Andorra here. Looks like there's a river there looking to our south, so maybe we're here. Maybe we're not even here. Maybe we're over here. No, we were near Estadi Nacional, 1.1 miles, 4,994 points. And looking like New York City to me. Tuesday to Friday, no parking. Okay, 2nd Ave and what? 2nd Ave. Looking southeast. Okay, so pretty certain that we're in New York City here. 2nd Avenue. Let's see here. First to second. Now, this is 2nd. What are we on here? That's the question. I think we could be in here somewhere. Not thoroughly convinced that we're not all the way up here on the Upper East Side. Maybe that's where I should go. Probably better than lower. So I'm going to just look at the cars and think that we're up here somewhere on Lenox Hill, and we were 2.5 miles away. You got to be kidding me. Seriously. I had the right spot. I think I was here. I saw this. This is where at times I just want to stop this game and quit. I believe, and you already would have known, that I was in the right spot. And today I'm deciding to second guess where I'm going. One good thing about doing these videos is that I show you the way that I play and what happens. Not sugarcoating anything here. 4,986 points, not a bad guess. I'm sure New York and all this stuff. But for me, what I'm learning here is that I'm just going to learn to stay with my first instinct and the first guess, because 2 rounds today could have had it close to a perfect score, if not a perfect score, and I decided to go, as it says over here, elsewhere. But it happens, so got to move on. Okay, so we're in France here. Now we just credit due north, so we're north someplace. De la République, Boulevard. We've got directions. What does it say? Happy Rash? I don't know what rash would make you happy, but to each their own. Okay, so I'm guessing we are further north in France. Saint-Jacques Airport. Okay, Rennes. And over here, Laval. So now we got to figure out if we're in Rennes or Laval, because I see it here. Century 21, which I guess is a real estate firm. At least it is a lot of, maybe that's their Century 21 there. There's the office. Credit to Nord. Okay, so Avranche. Okay. Address here. Now, this is taking me, let's go over to Laval. See, this feels a little more like it to me. But do I stick with my initial guess? That's what I'm going to do, to stick it in Ren. And see what happens. 346 yards. I stick with my initial thought. I could have gone to Laval because I see Ren and Laval. Laval. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I know there is a Laval in Quebec, Canada. So it's interesting. I wonder if there's any relations with the cities or what the history behind that. But this round, the importance of this round was to stick with the initial guess. Okay, so we're back to what looks like the United States. Look at the lights, stop sign. Okay, it looks like a police car down here. Okay. Not much on the cars, which is always interesting. Recycle containers. Looks like a fairly newer city. Bus. Tubman Avenue. Okay, so this looks like Canada. I'm just getting the sense with this sign here that's probably Canada. And now I just got to guess if this is Toronto. Yep, Bell. So Bell is Canadian. This could be British Columbia. I just see these license plates. Might have to go with Ontario, but then these buildings here. The trees. Don't know the buildings, unfortunately. I might. The roads look concrete. Looks like this is the stuff they would have in Detroit. I'm going to have to go river. I'm just going to have to go with Toronto, unfortunately. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we're down here somewhere. I hope that's it. Let's guess it. Let's do it. That's where we were, Toronto. I was thinking about Vancouver. I don't know why. But we were 2.7 miles away, so pretty thrilled about that. Again, sticking with my initial instinct, not far away from Cops, Coffee and Donuts. So if you're the Mercedes-Benz in downtown Toronto, take a little stroll across the river there to Cops, Coffee and Donuts. We were near Regent Park North. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so not bad. 24,789 points. A North American and Frenchish, type of game here in Urban World by Mapper. Let's actually take a look at this. So not a perfect round, which is crazy. Could have had a perfect round, but decent scores all around in 9 minutes, 59 seconds. For those who want to stay around and look at why I made these decisions and choices, then stay around. If not, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, and appreciate everybody that continues to tune in and watch these games, play the games. Really do want to get this going keep this going, should say, to 700 subscribers. That's the next milestone, albeit a little slow. Want to bring you some great content. So let's just get right into it. Enough of me talking. This game does have me talking. So didn't really see, I don't know if I saw anything of note for Dallas, Texas here. I should probably know this building, but I don't, ironically enough. Why Texas and no other city? I mean, some people could say, whoa, St. Paul, from out here. I see there's no leaves on the trees. It's winter. Well, it is February here, but here's the clue. There's cactus and these type of yucca plants, or I'm not sure what they're called, and this big aloe or whatever. I don't even know what that is. But then you have to go here. I'm not sure what type of trees these are, but when you see trees like this and some of this stuff combined with what looks like, wow, this could be a northern city here with no leaves on the tree, and it's a winter, is my best guess is that you're going to be in a place like New Orleans, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, etc. The difference, and the reason why I went to Fort Worth, Dallas, is I didn't see any palm trees. You're not going to really see palm trees. You will see it in Houston and San Antonio and New Orleans, but you won't see it, I don't think, as much in Dallas, if at all. So that's why I chose, and I just thought, well, I didn't see the towers, the Reunion, I don't know if it's like the Reunion Tower, or I forget what it's called in Dallas, but didn't see that, or didn't see that big, the circular tower. So it kind of threw me off. Not really familiar with this building. The reason why I said Detroit is Comerica Park, I think, was in Detroit at one time. Or it is there. I just don't know if it's still called the same thing or not. Or if it's, as these stadiums, they change names with different corporate sponsors all the time. So yeah, lesson learned there. Stay with the first guess. First guess, I probably would have gotten the perfect score there. 80, Andorra. And you can pretty much tell this is Andorra by the sharp peaks that rise out of the city here below, or the town. And I think you can just see some of this stone with this wood. I don't know what this is called, the windows. I'm not thinking clearly, but obviously today with some of these guesses. But some of this stone here, I'm not sure what it is. Anybody who would know, comment down below. But that type of architecture is very, you don't really see it many other places combining with the mountains as you would in Andorra. Third round, I believe I go back and look at this. That's just one where you look back on things and you think, just got to stick with what you thought. And I don't know why I went Upper East Side further up. I think it was probably because I saw Mercedes, Audi, Mercedes, Lexus, high net worth cars or income. So I thought Upper East Side, but any place in New York City, you're buying a home like this, it's going to be expensive. Reason why New York, you could just tell, like the 2nd Avenue, you could tell how the lights are, these traffic lights with this type of pole that's reminiscent of New York to me. You see this license plate here. This is a New Jersey license plate. This one here is New York with the darker yellow, shade of yellow, and the blue ribbon across the top. And you just got to figure out the streets. 4th round, we went off to France, and really the clue for me on this one was this car over here where it says Laval and Rennes, and just figured stick with my initial guess. This is probably Rennes, and that's where it was. Got a little tempted to go to Laval, but didn't do that. Again, the theme of this game for me is stick with the initial instinct, and you'll do well. Even though I did fairly well, I probably could have gotten a lot better score. The 5th and final round went off to Toronto. First, I was thinking, this looks like the United States to me. However, reason why I went to Toronto was this sign here. Usually in the United States, you won't see the sign, no entry. Bus lights here look a little different. The general, building makeup, the architecture, looked Vancouver, Toronto-ish to me. I'm sure these street lights didn't really look United States American to me on that one. And I guess the last clue, because the police look the same, everything kind of looks the same, was, there it is, the bell on this dish. And Bell Canada, I think, is the company. That it does not exist in the United States for at least satellite dishes that I'm aware of. It's DirecTV, Dish, all that stuff, not Bell. Bell, to me, when I see Bell and anything like that, the first thing is I think of ads along the hockey boards, watching hockey from Canada or lacrosse from Canada. I see Bell all the time, or Canadian Football League as well. That's it. I could have. One last thing is I thought it could have been Vancouver with some of these types of buildings here, and this one right in front of us with this wood and this style of architecture. But honestly, the trees, looks like maples and trees like this, and these types of, I think these are black pine type of trees. It's reminiscent of the eastern part of the United States. So that's why I went to Toronto. Didn't see any French here anywhere, and that was it. So a little longer on this one in terms of the narration afterwards and all that stuff, the commentary, but hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.